is going on. He was preparing us because there just didn't seem to be a much of a chance. But he took it as a very personal, new cardiac
Case.
pediatric cardiac specialist. And he took it very personal. He took movies. He would take a movie when you were being x-rayed, and when he would do procedures on you, you know. Everything was filmed. And as the years went by, he told us, he said, I take it all around the world, everywhere I go. The movies, the story, you know, the chances of you surviving that were so slim that it was, he just took it like, I mean, how could
It was a true miracle.
Yeah, how could anybody who just started as a pediatric cardiac specialist, who never had any of this except watching somebody else or reading about certain things to happen, and as they happened, he would pick it up, he would fill in the paperwork and would do this procedure and that procedure, and he tried to figure out, why did you go into cardiac arrest? What happened? Now here's what happened, in case I never told you.
Okay.
What happens is, when you are born, your valves are still not connected to where the blood goes out this vein or artery into this artery, because it has to close off after you're born, because I'm giving you blood the 9 months you're in my stomach. So this closes up usually on the 3rd day. You never had the black poop. I knew something was wrong. And of course, nobody else paid any attention. And then the nurses would lie. Why, I don't know. But they didn't know anything was wrong with you, so they probably just said, yeah, we changed him. He seems fine. There's no problem.
There's black poop. Yeah.
No. I don't know if I'm not sure they ever said that. But they did say that he was doing fine, you know. And so at one point, I told them, I said, they're lying. Just out and out lying. Because I don't let anybody touch my son. I said, there's signs on his desk that he's not to be put into that room. Drawer. He's not to go push in that
Cart.
And he had to stay in my room. They weren't to touch him, they weren't to change him, they weren't to try to feed him, nothing. So I told the doctor, I said, now I'm telling you, they're lying. There's something wrong. He has not had the black poop. And so, of course, I'm sure he didn't believe me. I mean, you know, if the nurses tell you, well, yeah, change them, you know. I mean, it's just such a rarity that would happen. I mean, like it's the first time Dr. Bott had ever seen it. And so, you know, that was, but what happened was, when I took you out of that hospital, and on the way home, it went out. So it was supposed to be out so that the blood then would go into your heart and everything would be fine. But they never checked to see if that was closed or open, because they just don't do that. They don't even do it nowadays. I mean, I had, you know, they just don't.
There's no reason to.
Yeah, I mean, how would they know? And so anyway, so that's what happened. On the way home, it closed off. So you were getting no blood into the heart. So you went into heart failure, and you start turning blue, but you looked blue after Grandma said blue. So when I was holding you and bringing you home, I'm sure you didn't look that way. Because as soon as she said it and I looked, I realized, you know, that this is bad. Now, so I think that the way you survived was that didn't close up
Until we got home.
That's right. That's what I feel. Because you start turning blue, and that happens pretty fast when you're in my blood. And so John.
Oh yeah, you're just suffocating.
So John drove, and then I took you from him, and I went in screaming in pediatrics, you know, because I'm telling them, you know, get out of the way, I can't wait in line, the baby's dying, and I'm screaming, and everybody did a commotion, calm down, no, my baby's dying, you know, and I'm screaming then. The doctor comes out there, I guess the nurse probably called, and he came out there, and he left, you know, he just ran. And
Did he say anything to you?
no, he didn't. And I don't even know if he knew who I was, you know. But he saw that you went into heart failure. He didn't know why, had no idea why. And so, well, I don't know that.
So if he had taken you back room and tried to check on you,
Yeah. So anyway, he ran off, and here I am. I just had a baby 8 days earlier. I'm bleeding, still in the gown, and a robe. And so we finally found out, because like you do at the food stamps. Well, that's what I did. You know, to get their attention. You know, like I wasn't gonna be nice and just say, "Where's my son?" And then they would take time to look. You know, I'm screaming and carrying on. Of course, your dad was trying to hide. You know, I don't know her. I don't know her. I'm going home to my son. I don't know her. So anyway,
He went home?
Oh, well, of course he did. Not always, and probably not the first day, but, you know, it was just, you know,
You weren't going anywhere.
oh, well, do I ever? So anyway, so then,
I remember when Dad would, when I was in the hospital for 6 weeks, and he would come in and stay with me, and the whole time I'm sitting there like, I'm sitting there trying to put a good look on my. Oh, hi, Dad. I'm so happy to see you. Get the fuck out of here.
anyway, let me tell you the story.
Okay.
Then I found out you were in critical care. So then I'm asking them, I think we were upstairs. I asked them, what part of the hospital, where is my son? He's in critical care. You know, they look it up. And I said, I've got to be with him. Oh, you can't. You can't even go into critical care. There's no visitors in critical care. Intensive care yet. When he's transferred from critical to intensive, then you can see him. Otherwise, you have to stay out of the room. Well, luckily, like I said, you were right there in my sights
The whole time.
the whole time. Either I could see you or see the nurses with you or the doctor there, and I'd watch the doctors. He'd sit there and his mind